What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the left side of the map in the blue color, playing as Zeus. His name is GrassTheKid. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Zeus as well. His name is Gold Lion. What a crazy turn of events here. I am incredibly surprised to see that this is the case. Cody Next with the 500 bits. Thank you so much. The Twitch chat is going crazy at the moment. What am I trying to say here? It's currently game point here for Grass and Groom. He wins this game, he wins the match. We haven't seen Zeus one time in this series, and yet both of them pick it in this game. What does that have to say about everything here? I don't really know. So the way that it works is in the pre-game, you don't get to see your opponent's god. It's on a blind pick type thing. You don't get to see your opponent's god in blind pick, and therefore things happen the way they happen. So somehow, some way, both of these guys decided that Zeus was the god of choice for this map. I think they both had this thought process that if they pick Zeus and the other player picks Uranus, they have an advantage here. I have this feeling that that's what they were thinking. On Painted Desert, maybe that's the case. Maybe it's not the case. I don't really have a solid answer where that's concerned. But the question is going to be, what is the best play now for both of these players playing Zeus in this matchup? For me, there are three valid strategies here. Animal Barker, thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate you, my friend. There are three valid strategies here. The meta strategy is Centaur. Centaur is the meta strategy. And what happens is both players play relatively defensively, and they go for the Centaur raids and try to snipe their opponent's Centaur, get an advantage in the matchup, and see how that works. The second strategy here, little bit off meta, but in my opinion, especially for the lower level players who can't control their Centaur as well, guilty, gifted, sub, thank you. These guys, today is crazy. We have hit level 4 hype train. I don't know what that means, but maybe we've hit it. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I can't follow. The second strategy is a far second town center through, say, Athena or Hermes here, and you basically play it kind of like Poseidon plays against Zeus, where you don't build anything. It's Hannibal Bark. I can't keep up with you guys. I'm just stop it. So you go for a 2 town center play, and you play it like Poseidon would play against, or Hades would play against Zeus. The third play is that's kind of the lower level play. The third play is kind of a more modern-esque play. It takes some skill with the economy, and it takes a lot of real good knowledge about how to apply pressure and staying in front. And it is going for Athena Hippocon here, with the idea of basically pushing your opponent off all the resources, utilizing Hippocon. Cuddy tags with 1,000 bits. Thank you. I'm not used to this. This is very bizarre. Everyone's very excited at the moment. Okay. Thank you, guys. Let's try and focus on what's important. Age of Mythology. So we are seeing both players go through Hermes. If we take a look in the main base, you can actually see exactly what your opponent is going for by checking out the temples. 3 villages on favor here for Gold Lion. 2 villages on favor here for Grass. So both players here going for Centaur in this game, in this matchup. A little bit of a different resource distribution, a little bit of less villages here with a faster advance time for Grass, and Gold Lion is putting the extra villager here onto favor. So in all honesty, there's not a huge difference in terms of the advance time by going 1 villager more and putting it onto favor, because it's not really worth that much more. There is a cheat sheet that tells you exactly how many resources you gather extra by putting a 3rd villager on favor, a 4th villager on favor, a 5th villager on favor, and 3 villagers is an increase, but it's not as much as you might think. So do see a little bit of a mistake here from Grass. You don't want to be wasting that special ability on basically anything other than a Centaur. If we take a quick look at GrassTheKid's unit here, 15 seconds comes along, gets his special attack back. So no problems where that's concerned. As the centaur comes in, he's going to be immediately attempting to hit the centaur of Goldline. As it pops out, takes one shot there. So really what you have to do is make sure that your centaur shoots your opponent's centaur at the same time. Over and over again. As we see, the Katoskopos spots these villagers over on that corner there. The centaur are starting to move out, and Goldline here trying to play defensively as best as he possibly can. He's got his centaur set up on this position to fire back straight away, but Grass is moving in with his own centaur here. We'll see what's going to happen. You have to immediately task these guys in and then retreat. No, you have to get the special ability off. That was really nice marker there from Grass. He gets spread damage onto both of those centaurs there. As Sylvan Lore is coming through for both players, this is really exactly what you need to do. The Odysseus is coming in. I imagine that's going to get immediately bolted here. Nice marker there from Grass and Grim. The Odysseus gets one shot off. Bolt comes down. At least the Odysseus gets one shot off there before Bolt. Grass a little bit slow on that one. As Odysseus Jason swinging up to the top side. Hannibal with another 500 bits. And we do see one centaur goes down. Nice play from Goldline. He's managed to get the lead in the centaur numbers here, as Grass is going to be retreating back here as the Odysseus and the Jason moving through into this position here. As the centaur does get taken out. Jason going to be making his way closer here, as we do see Grass wants to get in and maybe get some damage onto the villagers here at the start, as some more centaur are coming out. How many do we have? 2 for Grass, 3 for Goldline. So the numbers, slight advantage here for Goldline. The question is, what do you actually go for next here? There's 2 options in this kind of centaur mirror. Option number 1, as we are seeing a villager getting targeted down here. Option number 1 is you go for a town center straight away. I don't think that's the right idea on this map, because there are so many. Ooh, Grass and Groom losing a villager there to an elephant, as the centaur are now moving across the map here to start looking for some more villager kills. You might actually get one as the Odysseus comes in, and I think Goldenline will say, let me stay away from that, but he might be able to pick off a villager as the villager's trying to retreat away. One goes down, so they're going to be retreating away. So there are 2 ways to go. So 1, you build stables here, or 2, you get a town center. I think stables in this position here is going to be the right play, because there's just so much hunt on the map that if you go for the town centers, you're not going to be able to get access to any of the hunt, and you're going to be falling very, very far behind in terms of resources. So we do see a little bit of a trade here. 2 centaur going down. Nice play there from Grass. He picks 2 of Goldline centaurs off, trying to market this one to the best of his ability, trying to pick this centaur off, but he's not going to be able to. The Jason comes in to save the day as the centaur retreat back here. The heroes moving forward as best as they possibly can. We do see one snipe there, not the best there from Grass, as he's starting to get some Himpicon in here to help out. Do we see any stables here from Goldline? Answer is no. You can see he's sitting at 600 gold. He wants to move over and grab this town center. It seems he's going to have to cut a centaur if he wants to get it now, or jump onto the wood line, and he looks like he's going for the town center. As the heroes plus the Hippocon going to be able to push Goldline back here. Nice play there from Grass, but now Goldline moving into the main base of Grass and Groom, getting a couple of villager kills here. Goldline is really, really winning in terms of the villager count at this point. He's in a really good position here. As Grass gets pushed back into the main base, we are seeing the units still pushing through here. Centaur trying to chase away Goldline's centaur here, as Goldline now searching up to the top side of the map. There's 5 villagers here going to jump straight into the tower here. They managed to absorb that special ability there as it gets utilized, so he's not going to be able to fight too much remaining here, as the army of Grass going to look to push in and maybe get some more villager kills. We do see a watchtowers coming up as well here for Goldline, as the centaur Going to be searching up to the top side, maybe looking to pick off some villagers here as well. On the elephant, there's only a handful of villagers left there, and there's nothing really defending this at this point, and Gold Lion sees it. He will be getting a villager kill or two here if he pays attention, as he does, and we see a town center now coming up for Gold Lion. Villagers differential is gigantic here. Gold Lion also, or Grass I should say, also looks like he's going for a town center here as the centaur get a couple of special abilities off there. And Gold Lion going to be retreating back for the time being here. Now Grass pushes in. So many Hippocon here that he could potentially force ceasefire here. As we see the centaur pushing forward, going to be trading some HP over there. One goes down, one stays alive. We will be seeing the ceasefire does end up getting clicked there. Maybe a little bit overzealous, a little bit early on that click. He would have got the town center up nonetheless. But the question is, as we see some walls going up on the top side of the map there for Gold Lion, the question is, can Gold Lion really do anything now? The elephant in the middle of the map, the zebra in the middle of the map, with all the Hippocon that are out for Grass and Grim, he should have full access to it. And this is going to be a tough one for Gold Lion here. Because Gold Lion, he's got himself a little bit of herdables left in his main base, but he's going to have to farm here. Which means that he has to spend even more resources on units not named military. So, technically speaking here, Grass and Grim is, while he is down 10 villages, it'll take 10 villages, maybe, if I do some quick math in my head, which I'm not able to do, 1 villager a minute is 60 resources, 7 villagers a minute, 6 times 7, 42, 420 resources. So for him to catch up on the farms he's going to have to place, he's probably going to need 2 minutes of time being above the villager count that Grass is going to get. Plus Grass is then also gathering food a little bit faster than Gold Lion will. So there is a big timing here that Grass has got, but Gold Lion is playing it nicely. He is not taking his foot off the pedal here. He's going after villagers time and time again, keeping Grass and Groom behind here in this game. And it's an interesting decision to be just going for villager kills rather than trying to secure the map and get access to hunt here. As it's an 11 villager differential still remaining here. As we will be starting to see some farms going up, I'm sure. As the farms come up over here, we've got Plow most likely coming in the near future here. And we'll see how it's all going to go. As it looks like now, I mean, Grass is starting. He's got some good building placement here, but he hasn't quite walled it all up. I would have liked to see him start investing in some walls, just like Gold Lion's done here, just to keep his base nice and safe here. But it's currently 10 villager lead for Gold Lion, and he's going to be getting Plow, and he's probably paid off the fact that he needs to build farms. And not only that, Grass is also building farms here. So the big question when it all comes down to it is this play that Gold Lion is the play that Gold Lion is gone for here, where he decides to not play for map control, not build the Hippocon, not go for the hunt, versus what Grass and Grim's done, where he's traded that hunt for villager deaths. He's basically said, no worries, I'm going to just lose some villagers here, I'm going to get the hunt. Is that going to be the right play here in this game? As one Jason gets taken down, the centaur going to be coming back in to try and trade some blows there. Gold Lion retreats back nicely as the walls will be getting broken down. Now the other thing is there is a gold mine up here, and Gold Lion doesn't actually have access to ceasefire anymore. So if Grass can get some sort of an advantage here, he is sitting with the population advantage by about 10 with the villager differential there. It's probably more like 15 or 16 population differential in military. But Gold Lion's home gold mine has still got itself 1,000 gold left in it. So there's not really going to be an opportunity to push off gold and get a gold staff here anytime soon for Grass and Grim. So he's going to have to work this out from a different kind of perspective here. We'll see what he's going to go for. He's still building center. He is armory coming up over there for Grass as well, as the granary pops up now for Grass on the chicken.
And Goldline has actually taken his foot off the pedal here with those centaur raids. I was really enjoying that. I think he needs to keep doing it, but I mean, if he didn't get housed, he got housed for a little bit there, he would be in front by 10 villagers at this point instead of only 7 villager lead. But now we see this opening over here for Grass here. He's going to attempt to get in and get some more villager kills at this point here. As that wall breaks down, Centaur pushing through and try and take out these villagers here as well. As we will be seeing the wall back up on this position, the villagers getting pushed back over here. The Centaur coming in to do the best damage they possibly can here as the Hippocon come through to cause some problems there. Going to be retreating back into this position over here for the time being. And Grass moves up here, seeing what he can do at this point. Not really a whole lot anywhere here for him to attack, but he's just going to be distracting here. The wall comes back up for Goldline. Now the villager lead that Goldline constructed has been erased as Grass and Groom is caught back up by, simply put, having more not getting housed here. I think everything is down to Goldline getting housed here. The town center up here as well for Grass and Groom back up. He's going to actually start taking a lead here in this situation as the villager's waiting over here for this town center to come up. He doesn't quite have the resources to get that one up. There's an armory coming through, more buildings coming up as well, stable coming up. The Hippocon coming onto this position to potentially get some villager kills over here. As Grass is going to attempt to sneak back over here. He wants to hit this town center and deny Goldline that town center as we see Grass pushing through the middle of the map here. Good marker there from Grass as well to snipe down some of those centaur in the back with his Odysseus and his own centaur. As Goldline getting some villagers up as well. As Grass going to be pulling back here ever so slightly. We do see the Odysseus pushing in here, trying to do as best as he can as the Hippocon push through, take out some of those Toxotes. But I think Grass can hold here fairly nicely. He's got a solid villager advantage. The Hippocon on this back here, keeping an eye on that town center as well, as Goldline looks like he's going for 2 town centers to the heroic age before he grabs that town center. I mean, it's not the biggest of deals as Apollo going to be coming through for Goldline here. As the elephant does get shot down. Apollo through for Goldline. There is still a ceasefire though for Grass and Groom. But Grass and Groom at this point is still pushing up to full population. He's got a significant villager lead here. And he's got a decent amount of villagers on food. So long as he doesn't take too many fights here, he should be able to catch up in terms of tech. I don't think the Goldline is going to be able to get to the mythic age here is a point at this moment as he's trying to replace these walls and just stay in the game here as best as he can. Grass also making a very, very aggressive move to grab this elephant here in the middle here. This is really smart because it's going to allow him to get all that food he needs to advance to the next age much faster than had he just built the farms. And you can see he's got the armory down somewhere. There it is. I saw it going up before. And he's going to be able to click up to Apollo immediately as he affords those resources. Nice play there as Goldline retreating back. Now the question is going to be, should Grass and Groom stay on this elephant or push over onto the gold tier? I think he really needs to maybe move some villagers off of farms, chuck them onto the gold mine or something like that because he's got maybe too many villagers on gold here. This is a mistake that I know personally I make quite a bit playing Greek, is when I go to the heroic age, I have and I'm stuck in the classical age for ages. I put like 30 farms down, 35 farms down. I don't take my villagers off those farms like I should to then get more like a 25 food, 30 gold, or 25 food, 25 gold situation, or even less on wood as well for more on gold. It's really, really important as Goldline now gets his town center up. He's got the resources to go to the mythic age. Clicks up to Hephaestus first here. So there will be a slight amount of advantage here for Goldline in terms of how many extra resources he's going to get from Hephaestus as we do move into kind of a pretty scary point in this game. And the other thing to be concerned about here for Goldline is Goldline's gold mine here is going to expire very soon. This is the next gold mine he wants, but he doesn't have this walled up. He doesn't have anything protected over here. So we might want to just think about throwing down a fortress here just sneak it up here or something on the back. You're not going to get spotted to secure that next gold mine. As gold mine is now pushing forward onto this position here. He's trying to keep Grass in the heroic cage a little bit to give him even more advantage out of his Hephaestus. He's going to turn around, take this fight. He's got the Manticore. It's a big fight here. We've got a big centaur advantage here for Grass here as the centaur get taken down. Gold Lion Typhicon are doing a lot of damage, however, as the Odysseus here can start being able to take out the Manticore on this position, and that's going to help out tons here as Gold Lion, as he wanted to try and keep Grass in the heroic age, he hasn't managed to do that at all. Hephaestus comes through, hasn't been able to trade well in that fight. He's got the fortress up on this position. He's got 4 Petropoli here, 3 in the fortress. That's not what I thought was going to happen here. That's not where I thought resources should be getting spent. As Hephaestus just about to pop, it's going to be about a minute of advantage here in terms of the Plenty Vault, which equals around about 600 resource advantage from putting the Plenty Vault down first here, though every second he doesn't put it down. There he goes. So about 600 resources going to be able to get back, whereas Grassingham was at a villager lead of over 10 there for more than a minute, you'd have to say, as Gold Lion catches back up on the villagers as well. So economically here, if you had to put advantage somewhere, I would say slight advantage for Grass, but Gold Lion's going to have the advantage of having Forge of Olympus first. But he doesn't have the units out to defend here. As the fortress is going to get dropped here, the Petropolis are going to drop out, and they're going to have to get brought back and trying to keep those alive as the units trying to chase these down. These are kind of dead weight at this point here for Gold Line. He's got no ability to really fight in this position. As more fortified town centers coming through, medium archers coming through for Grass and Groom. It's 120 pop for Grass here to 140 pop here for Gold Lion as he manages to push out here. He gets the Hephaestus out. He gets the Hoplites out. The Hoplites of Grass and Groom get pushed back. This stable here getting opened up. And while this is going on, we do see Grass sticking up the military academy on this position here. This is going to be really, really big here for Grass. And we'll see how things are going to go here as this game continues on. Villagers moving forward here into this position to see what they can do. But Grass has already controlled that there as we do see the Hephaestus popping there for Grass. I actually think that Hera here for Grass and Groom would have been a really potent play from Grass's perspective. With the idea of just going for a gold staff. Do we have a trade route started though? Yes, we do. Trade route is up here for Gold Line. He's actually started that, so maybe he's not going to have any real problems here. But Grass is back up to full population. The Petropolis that are going to attempt to take down this fortress will get greeted by some units. There's no way to protect these here. You need to kind of get some walls up and defend that there. But it's not going to be happening for the time being here. Heliopoli are training for Grass here as he's going to be able to start pushing through here to take out the town center. Meanwhile, the gold villagers going to be mining this gold mine as best as they possibly can, but the Colossus pushing in, and it looks like Grass is prioritizing champion hoplites over really any armory upgrades here, whereas Gold Lion is getting his armory upgrades as the priority at this point. So it's not going to be that big of a deal here for Grass and Groom fighting down armor upgrades if he's 2 tiers above in terms of line upgrades, as the town center is getting torn down over here. Meanwhile, units popping out of these military buildings here for Grass to continue hitting the gold villages over there. Gold Lion is in complete disarray at this point. He's just about to get himself full bronze, but it's not going to matter as he's not being able to train units out fast enough to deal with the onslaught that is coming for him as Grass and Groom hits a relatively decent timing behind all of this. Somehow, some way, more units popping out of here as the champion uplight come through. The villagers have to pop out of that location there. And Gold Lion in the 21st minute, 22nd mark of this game decides to tap out as Grass manages to barely inch out a win in this game. You just have to say it right now. Grass played this one really, really well. Managed to he managed to make that weird kind of going for hunt versus not going for hunt decision pulling back in villages by 10, allowing Gold Line to get those raids off while getting the hunt in, making that decision where that's concerned. Gold Line kind of brought it back. He was in front. He had the villager lead. He's kind of in a good position. He got housed. He got Grass and Groom back into the villager kind of lead there as well. You can kind of see the story of this game here just speaking volumes as you see the resource lead here from Gold Lion. It's a decent lead here, but it's just didn't manage to convert into anything. He couldn't manage to convert it into a tangible advantage here, and Grass and Groom gets the dub. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're in the YouTubes, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.